In a remote village where men are scarce, 5 women compete to serve a single man, each hoping he will marry her. Though none of them are married, they are all mothers, yet none know who the father of their children is. In this village, there are 30 women in the same situation. Due to the extreme shortage of men, some women have remained single their entire lives, keeping their chastity into old age. A photographer, who had been single for 30 years in China, decided to travel to this unique village with the help of a local guide in search of a wife. To his surprise, the moment he arrived at the village entrance, a beautiful woman appeared before him. Unable to resist, he flirted with her, making her blush with shyness. She revealed that she was already 30 years old, but had never found a husband. The photographer was puzzled. How could such a beautiful woman remain unmarried? She explained that the village simply had too few men, and there were 30 other women in the same situation. Intrigued, the photographer asked her to show him around. At the first house, he encountered a disabled girl with leg problems, which had prevented her from finding a husband. Though he felt deep sympathy, he knew he could not marry her. As he left, he met another young girl who was also unmarried. She explained that even though she was attractive, many other women in the village were considered even more beautiful, making it difficult for her to stand out. Determined to meet all the single women in the village, the photographer continued his search. However, due to language barriers, one of the women misunderstood his intentions and thought he was there to provide aid. She led him to an elderly woman's house. The woman, who had lived alone for 80 years, had never been married and had never experienced love. While the photographer sympathized with her, he remained focused on his original goal, finding a beautiful wife. Eventually, he visited a large household filled with unmarried women. The average age of these women was around 30, yet none had real husbands. To continue their lineage, some of them had resorted to traveling to other provinces to conceive children. With no men in their homes, they had grown strong and independent, taking on all physical labor themselves. Wanting to build rapport, the photographer decided to help them cook. The meal was simple. He soaked vermicelli in water, added meat, and began to cook. As they prepared dinner, he gathered the most beautiful women in the village, hoping to find one that matched his preferences. Some of the women already had children but were open to marrying him. The photographer tested his interactions with each woman, searching for one who would accept him without asking for a dowry. The question remains, will the women accept his proposal? Will he find the wife he has been searching for?